welcome back to Stasis, Geek. Wow. Did we just get a firework display from Star Wars Celebration and announcements? But there was no bang, and there was no colour. It was kind of like, wow, what are you doing kind of announcements. Yeah, the firework display was on a wet, rainy day, and everybody went, oh, nothing really happened. I saw, okay. Because we had the simple announcements that we were expecting. You know, we're going to get a trailer. We're going to get, the Ahsoka. We're going to get the Acolyte. And then they went down a path that was rumoured. And it was rumoured because the theme parks are doing so bad and the Star Cruiser isn't selling. Nobody's staying there. That they needed to reinvent, get the fans back to Rey. And then they did it. They announced not one, but 3 new movies of her, Rey, restoring the Jedi Order. You know how to alienate people, don't you, Kathleen Kennedy? Because that is gone. Even if I was like myself, was like, I love Rey, I love that arc. You've got to now go. 50% of the people didn't like it. You've now lost more of that who wanted you to save or retcon the sequels. Yeah, so you're down. Let's be really nice. I'm going to be really nice. Is the people who started with Force Awakens, you've got, and I'm being nice, I'm going to say 20% left. So you've got that diminishing return straight away, because you've got that fan base just going, I'll wait till it's on Disney Plus, because I ain't going to the cinema. What is the point? Unless people go, oh, it did this, you need to see it. Now I'm going to go into that a bit more, but so we had that. It's kind of weird. Rey's coming back. Yeah, Daisy coming back on day 1. So that can't be the big announcement, because if that was the big announcement, you're looking for a Sunday, not day 1. That's like, oh, and then Now, we had other ones. We had the Ahsoka trailer. I'm not going to go break down by bit, things. It looked okay. That's all I have to say about it, because it looked too heavy in certain things. Some other things you're like, oh, why is it like that? So we're going to have to wait, yeah? I don't like the Heir to the Empire bit. I thought, well, what's going on there? But we'll have to wait and see, because it's such a generic trailer. It doesn't show much. It just goes snippets. We'll have to wait. So I'm going to put that on the back burner, because we knew we were going to get it. Now, the one thing I didn't get is they called her Warrior, Outcast, Rebel. Okay, I can have those. Then Jedi. But she's not a Jedi. Have they forgot what they already did? Or are they retconning their own stuff? Bizarre. That was bizarre. But then we got the Abomination, I'm going to call it. Yeah, it should be called the Abomination of the Acolyte. Because not only did they come in and think they Billy Big Bollocks of doing the Acolyte, they come in and absolutely everybody there talked out their arse. That, we haven't watched Star Wars, so it's good to be in this female-centric, female-led, female-that show. And you're like, okay, whoa. I'm going to put a back burner here. Is if I was going to be a pilot, an airline pilot, I'm going to study about planes. If I'm going to be a train driver, I'm going to be enthusiastic about the trains, the ones that made it. The greats. If you're a chef, you're going to learn of it, know the top chefs, know the top recipes if you can do them. Yeah, because that's what you're inspiring to do. Now, there are movies out there that are iconic. I mean, if you want to be a screenwriter, a director, a rigger, or whatever, shows, TVs, movies that are you've got to watch this. Your Citizen Kanes, your Star Wars. How can an actress that is apparently going to be pitched to go to an interview for Star Wars and then never go and watch it. Even if you didn't, and that is, what would it, you're an inspiring actress, why wouldn't you go and watch the best? You know? Oh, they did that. What was good in that? Oh, people say to watch this. That, you know, you're going to watch more than 50 movies. That's got to be on your list. So, but even then, you've got the job. What is it called? Oh, it's apparently something to do with Star Wars. Okay, are you going to watch it? No, I've got 6 months until we start shooting. I'm too busy. But wouldn't it be good, to research for you? Nope. Apparently don't need to. Because it's around, I've been told, it's cross between Frozen and Kill Bill. So, what's the point of seeing the old stuff? Because it's Frozen and Kill Bill. This show is bullshit. It's literally bullshit. It's literally going to be the worst thing because I can guarantee they're going to change the origin of something and it's going to piss off people. This show is pointless, it seems. That it's just there. Tick that, off you go, and let's have a sex scene. And apparently, we got the rumour that the sex scene is same sex, and it's apparently what I want to do on like memory dream state because it's on, the relationship of master and apprentice. Weird. That's the rumour. Yeah, not Star Wars. Not lightsabers. Apparently it's going to be heavy on arm-to-arm combat. Wow. So we had that. Yeah. Then we had some other ones, introduced on panels. They got more of the skeleton crew. What? I'm guessing they're going to get a trailer for that very soon. And then, so it's just a bit bizarre. And also, did you notice the Acolyte, the people in the Acolyte, who they had their individual shots, go onto it. It's hilarious. So they had their, I suppose, like portrait pictures done, ready to go. Then we're going to go onto stage. Wow. Did they not get told by the agent, when you're taking a picture and you're in front of the fans, can you smile? Because you're getting paid a lot of money to be here. Because, wow, they looked bored as anything. Now, I find it funny that if you go to the Acolyte and you go to Twitter, now you would think Star Wars Twitter should be good. It should have good numbers, And there's only like 12 comments on like some of the things. 7, I'm looking at 7 comments. And it's just like, and then the one that is the most heavy commented one is taking the piss out of Headley's pink suit. Because she looked ridiculous. It was, wow. Mr. Blobby in a suit. Well done. Off your pop. It was, let's take an American phrase. It was lame. Their whole thing was lame. So we had that. So it was just what's going on. Like even Carl Weathers was there, and like they looked bored on set, like on the stage. It was just like, wow. Even when people it's now I'm taking this with a pinch of salt because I wasn't there, but apparently when every announcement they had people in the wings shouting more than the people in front, just to get, oh no, this is the time you've got to clap. And it's just weird. It's weird. But we've got more to come, and there's like, what's the name? If we go, then we jump into what's, been announced. So, of course, we got the 3 new movies, haven't we? So, we're 3 structures of the things. So, we're going to get the Dawn of the Jedi. Yep, we're going to screw up everything. Yep, that's dig your own grave. And then we got Dave Filoni's going to be around, they call it the Mandoverse because we've got no great ideas and we don't know what to do. Yeah, and then we've got Rey coming back. So there's your 3. And the issue is, and I'm going to say this, is the money. Because you're going to start off with what? You're going to start off with, I don't care. I'm guessing with Dave's New Republic or Rey. I would say they're going to have to do Rey. If you take into this is the consideration of Rey's got to be there, and if they make a joke of the Jedi Order, or she gets a new ability, what's the point in the other ones? You're going to kill it again. Now, what this is going to be thrown out there. I think the Ahsoka show, because if you looked at that trailer, I didn't go down it, that world between worlds. Now, the only way is they're going to fix that. Fix what they fucked up and actually do it properly. But I think Kathleen Kennedy's so now far up her own arse, I don't think that's going to happen. I think she's now eating her own, oh, I'm that great, whatever you want to call it, is she believes it. Now, Dave and John, you're getting spoon-fed whatever she's eating as well, because they're just going with the ride. They're going with the paycheck because, it's still not fixing what the fans actually truly want to see. You're pandering. Yeah, you're pandering to your own ego. You're pandering to something that isn't actually there, what wasn't a representation of Star Wars. It's bizarre because you're alienating it. You're going to lose money. The toy collectible industry, you're not going to get back. You're not going to get people going there and going, oh, I really want to buy Rey again. But you weren't nobody was buying Rey, and now you're okay. So like for me, who's heavy, I'm not then going to go and invest in Rey. I'm sorry, I'm not, because I've got that character there. To this character, it's going to be a weird. If they make Rey, and they call her Palpatine, okay, you're doing tick, well done. But if they're going to go through this whole, bring back Luke as a trainer and bring up the Jedi Order and do that, I don't get it. So I think what they're going to do is an interconnection with Ahsoka, with the Acolyte into Rey. Yeah, and the Acolyte will build it all to explain what's going in with Rey's. And I think that's going to be heavy driving the universe going forward, because it's going to be centric around why the Sith, why the Jedi, what happens. And it's going to, I think it's going to ruin it. But it's set in, as I'm going to say, it's set in the High Republic that books aren't selling. And I got it from the source. But yeah, it's weird. So I also liked how they dropped in that Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones, and where everybody's like, oh, I love Harrison Ford. That movie looks awful. Like every trailer gets there, and you're like, wow. So it's day 2 now. What we're waiting for, and it's going to be, it's weird that they've got, I believe today, they've got the Ahsoka panel, but yes, they had the Ahsoka trailer, and I know they had a little snippet of the Abomination, the Acolyte, but it's weird they didn't put them together. It's like a bit disjointed, but disjointed is Kathleen Kennedy's way, isn't it, really? It's we don't have source material, or we're going back to source material, or when we're taking snippets. Now, if they take Heir to the Empire, they should have done it in the full, and I think everybody would have gone, okay, at least they've done that, in their interpretation. But taking snippets out of these, legend books as they're called now, and actually going, oh, they like that bit, like that bit, like that bit, like that bit, and let's change it. You're gonna alienate the people who love them books. So I just don't get what they're doing. Because they are. You're just taking that fan base and going, oh, bump, dump. You've got the Disney defenders who are trying their hardest, to speak the loudest on Twitter. But every one of them is getting ratio, boom, boom, and they've just stopped. It just dived away, because you don't want to do it, because if you're a hearty fan and you love it, you got to go, ooh, I can see why now, they're not going to pull back that or resurrect that other fandom that went, I'm out. the most exciting bit, the interesting bit out of all of it was seeing Chopper. I really, but we're going to have to wait. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be day by day, because I think I think they're only playing now to get anybody interested, because the Ray one on day one, they knew that was literally, oh, let's put that in. The media will talk about it. People will argue, and then we'll come up with the next announcement. And I think their next announcement is the only thing I can think of. Is going to be, they're going to announce or have a little snippet or something, Kenobi season 2. Because what else have they got now to say? It's not a lot. You're going to get what, visions coming out. Yeah. So I think they're going to announce season 2. That's it. That's going to be the next big reveal, and it's probably going to be like Sunday. But we'll wait, because at the moment this is literally, it's something of madness, like Mandoverse of madness. Maybe they might call it the next thing. Wow. But yep, it's going to be interesting. So give us a comment if you want to comment, and give us a like if you want to like. As always, Stasis Geek out.